The old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high-stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of the season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive. But Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Bringing it back. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Running inside, it's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, and they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Looking for room, it's Davison. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
There. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Here's more to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
The run inside. It's Davison.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Dante Moore throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. On the ground, it's Davison. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 30. The 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeye! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go play action with Moore. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throwing more. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack.
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease. The 20, 10, touchdown Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level...
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running inside, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go, ready? Flag 14, flag 14.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That delay of game penalty makes second down a little trickier. They need 9. Say it. With the catch, it's Cross. At the 45 on his way. Gashing the knee on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. It's Rodgers. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. It'll be 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak. And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuffed again.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Moore to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Again, it's Moore. Trying to get behind the defense. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and
fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dante Moore got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Here's a heat. He gets away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with Memphis taking on the number 8 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Tigers able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Sayed. Caught by Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Booster. Hydro. Shift. Ready, go.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayed. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Moore, play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best corner.
There's some room. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And the defense expecting run. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage on 3rd and short. The problem is when you get through that first initial wave, there's not anybody back behind him, and the running back takes this thing all the way to the house. Big, explosive play for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the defense dragged him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gets him the ball at the 29-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. Throwing, say it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking downfield is Sayin. Fires left side at Smith. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Goes high to pull it in. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The run inside. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's Raiola to throw. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's crossed. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now on first down from the 28. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Throwing Raiola. And he makes a catch. The two-point conversion is good. Coming out with it, it's Cross. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside, it's Jackson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely...
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, number 19. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Raiola to the air again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that